Well, good morning, everybody. It's 8:20 in the morning here on July 7th, and we're getting ready to hike the 14er here in Colorado called Torreys Peak. If we're lucky and weather is good, we're going to be able to make the saddle across to Torreys. So we'll hit two 14ers in one day. So stay tuned to see what that trail looks like. And you're watching Andy Parrish Outdoors. Well, okay, we're a little over 1.1 miles up to the peak, and we've done about 800 feet of elevation or so. So we've got a ways to go, but we're making decent time. We're doing about a mile every 40 minutes. So if we can keep that pace as long as we can, that'd be great. I expect that to slow down as we get a little bit higher. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. Sun's out, hardly a cloud in the sky. Perfect weather if it holds. So stay tuned. We'll show you more of the trail as we go. Now, where's the other? I don't see the third one. Just want to pass. That was not bad. That was pretty cool. We saw the goats. Two of them, they were a little standoffish at first, but we gave them a wide berth and kind of moved around them, and I think they just wanted to get through and keep feeding. We're about 1.75 miles through. We're kind of coming to the end of the brambles. We're going to drop some water here. So I started with 4 liters. Now, at this spot, this time of year, because of the heavy snow melt over the winter, the creek is running really well. So if you had a Be-Free or a Sawyer or some kind of filter, you could get your own water here on the way back down. That could save a good bit of weight, but I would definitely read up on the blogs and see what the current situation is before you go. We're just gonna drop some water here. I'm gonna drop about 1.5 liters and take about 2 liters left. I've drank about half a liter already. So, very cool so far. We'll check back later. Here's a lower bowl. Starting to fill with a little bit of water. Still got some snow at the bottom. Still quite a bit of snow up top that'll run down, fill those lakes, and then fill those streams. And then the upper bowl's up here. We'll get to that in a little bit. We're about 2.2 miles into the hike. All right, pretty epic views up here, about 2.5 miles in. Little stop for some water. We're also starting to see our first kind of snow fields. So luckily enough, the trails kind of skirt the side of it. So we're not having to cross anything as of yet. Maybe we will as we get a little bit higher, but I'll check back in later. Look at all the amazing work, the trail maintenance, forestry service, all of that they do to make these trails passable. They've flown these huge timbers up here, dropped them off, and then they're building them in for stairs and for, erosion management so that the pass stays passable. So big thanks, big shout out to all those that do all this yeoman work. We really appreciate it. Here we are to the connector trail. Grays and Torreys connector. We're going up to Grays. 2.81 miles done. Doing well. Pretty awesome view. Well, we're about a half a mile from the top. We've got, I don't know, 500 feet or so to go. You can see Torreys Peak off to the side here, and Grays that's right behind us. We've got a few more zigzags up the switchbacks to the top. There's a couple sections that are a little snow-packed, not here. If I turn around and show you the other direction below me, there's a couple people down here that are going across a little bit there. So it's not bad, but you just want to take your time and be careful. Here, this is what, the first week of July. There's still snow on these peaks because of the heavy snowfall. So I will check back a little higher up. Guess what? Yeah, buddy, we made it to the top, all the way to Grays. I don't know if the weather will hold and give us a chance to do Torreys, especially with all the guys. It's a struggle to get up here. So kudos to all the guys that made the climb all the way to the top of Grays. Pretty good conditions, switchbacks. You know, there's a couple little snow fields that make it a little difficult. Having GPS helps, but it wasn't absolutely necessary. You can pretty much see 95% of the trails all the way up, and the rest through the snow. You have a pretty good idea where it is. So here we are. Here's the view. Panoramic 360. There's Torreys right behind me. And then the valley we came up all the way back down there to the cars. It's windy up here, so please excuse the audio. It's probably 20-mile-an-hour gusts and it's cold. My hands are getting cold. Just hold the camera. I have to put the puffy on and put some gloves on probably. Love it. Love it. Shout out to Tinder Slayer, his trail name, for spending some time sharing some stories and just some camaraderie as he's hiking the CDT all the way to Canada. He's northbound, so he's completed 1,300 miles, got 1,800 miles to go. An Eagle Scout himself, just talking about Philmont, memories of hiking the Colorado Trail, and a few other things. Really appreciate just the conversation, the perspective. Cool dude. So best of luck to you on your continued trek to Canada. I will be following along, watching, and looking for some posts. So I'll try not to fall as I head down this scree field. So we're heading back down to the parking lot. We've got about 4 miles to go. The weather has held, but we're not going to push it. We've done a lot. The boys are on cloud 9, almost literally. That's cloud 9 over there, so we missed it by a little bit. That's cloud 8 over here. So, but you get the point. All right, we'll check back in later as we get down. Well, we've made it down to a little bit of the scree field here by the lower bowl, just below me, down from the upper bowl. Man, this is so nice, just rewarding. The weather's been spectacular. The clouds have been building through the afternoon, so we decided on this one not to attempt the Torreys climb with some of the younger guys, because we thought just the amount of time it would take to get over there and back and down. It's safer to just leave that for another bucket list item down the road. But the weather otherwise has been warm, nice cool breeze, really comfortable. Really enjoyed this trail so far. And you know, it's challenging getting up, and this section is a little like bouldery, rocky, you know, scrambly as you're going through. So, you know, you want to be careful. It does help to have the poles with you. But pretty soon we'll open up into the trail. Here comes a mountain goat across the snowfield. Let me switch to that and give you guys a view. You can see the boys up ahead and the mountain goat that was walking right towards them, right in the middle. So we've seen at least 3 of them. My guess is that's one of the 2 that was down below that we saw earlier. They seem a little standoffish as people get close, but not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and continue to catch up with the boys. Well, we made it back to the water stashing point here at almost the 2-mile mark. Here you can see, talked about it earlier, with the snowmelt, there's a lot of water flowing up to about this point. So you can hike almost the first 2 miles and just barely carry maybe even a liter of water if you bring a filter, and then filter the rest of the way out. Just keep an eye out, look at message boards and whatnot to make sure conditions stay the same. Look at this blue sky, Torreys Peak behind us. It's just epic. The goats following us down the trail, you see that? Looking for a handout. People have probably fed them, unfortunately, which trains them to be attracted to people, and overall not a great thing. So don't feed the wildlife. It's better for them that way. But at least they haven't been aggressive or anything like that. So we're gonna hike the final 2 miles down with car and really enjoy this. It's been just totally spectacular. Have a lot of fun. Well, thanks everybody for watching all the way to the very end. We made it down here to the parking lot. Had a great time, had a great challenge. Really enjoyed getting up to the top of Grays. We'll leave Torreys for another time. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it so far, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel, and you can be alerted every time I post new content like this. So until next time, thanks so much and be well.